Welcome back to Mitten Money Bets, episode 13. Today is Thursday, November 18th, 2021. I'd just like to preface this show by saying I was questionable for this week's podcast due to an illness that I've developed.
What's that?
I don't know. Who knows? It's a head cold. I don't know.
COVID.
I don't feel good.
Kidding, it's
I'm
over.
vaccinated. Also doesn't exist. Not feeling great, but we battle through. This is what warriors do. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. So we're bringing you a podcast anyway. Apparently, Evan's back. I don't know. We'll see if we can do it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
This is a proven week for
I want to
Eldred.
see another good week out of me, and then I'll say that. But as Travis Tritt once said, it's a great day to be alive. Bars.
Okay, a Travis Tritt quote. If you had that on
It's a
your
song,
Mitten,
first of
I
all.
know, but if you had that on your Mitten Money bingo card today, you can check that box.
Day to be alive. That's a classic.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's cue the intro and get right into the show.
Maureen holds it, turns through the legs. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
This is
One for Dawson. The three. Long go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Tigers. Flying the ball. Kucherov gets clobbered by Caldwell. The big games. A lot of big seconds. There's nothing like
Okay, so packed show for you guys today. We're not really gonna do a recap, just because
I was 6-2.
why live in the past? College football picks. We're gonna talk about the college football playoff rankings. I think we're gonna do that like every 2 weeks because nothing really changes every week. NFL picks, and then I'm going back to the wagon on me picking every NFL game this week.
Okay, I just want to cut in real quick. This is going to get aggressive. I just want to shout out Alex Gillen for giving me the motivation I needed to go 4-0 in college football. On Saturday at the tailgate at around 10 a.m., he said, Evan, your college picks are dog shit. And at that point, I kind of believed him. And then I said, hold up, wait a minute. I'm not done yet. Continued to go undefeated that entire day. All right, I'm ready.
Can he do it a second week in a row?
Probably not. Take the under.
Okay. So I'll get right into our college picks here. We're going to go to Bucknut Nation, the Horseshoe. My Spartan Dogs are going to Ohio State.
OH. I-O.
Okay. Sure. Top 10 matchup in Columbus. I never fully believe in the Spartan Dogs when we're playing Ohio State. I'm gonna get myself there by Saturday until we ultimately start getting shredded like we played at Purdue. No, I'm just kidding. K9 for Heisman. Here we come. MSU's going to look to pound the ball with Kenneth Walker, keep OSU off the field. I think the key to this game is Michigan State's pass rush. Can they get to C.J. Stroud? Defensive coordinator Scotty Hazelton doesn't dial up a lot of blitzes. He hasn't all year. We've been playing kind of prevent defense. I think he turns it up here. We don't really have a shot other than to blitz Stroud if we let Stroud throw to Olave and Garrett Wilson the entire game.
Gus Johnson lives in my head.
Okay.
All right.
Somebody's going to need to call the fire department. We're going to be getting torched all night. Red zone defense, key to the game. If Quavaris Crouch play and Ronald Williams, our starting corner, I think we have a good chance to hold Ohio State under 35 points. That's why I like under 67.5 here.
How many points do you think Michigan State's going to score?
It's either going to be a close win or they're going to blow us out. So
All right, it's not going to be a close loss.
all I know is
basically, is what you're
a couple in 2015. Everybody thought they were going to roll us. We had Tyler O'Connor going in.
saying. Go
They had Ezekiel Elliott,
trash.
and they ran the ball with him probably 5 times, and we won 17-14. That was a Michael Geiger windmill game. So anything is possible. Kevin Garnett
Michael Scott.
under 67.5.
Okay. My first pick is a trap, and I'm going to fall for it. Wake Forest +5 at Clemson. The line opened at as Clemson being a 3.5-point favorite, and it's moved up to 5, so that's interesting. Early money's all over Clemson. Clemson's also undefeated at home this year, but I don't need Wake to win. I just need them to lose by less than 5. Clemson has twice as many injuries as they do wins this year, and this is a bruised and battered team. They look like dog shit on offense. They put up about 20 points a game and just over 300 yards, and I can only imagine Dabo praying to find another Trevor Lawrence. Wake's defense has also been dog shit, so you'd say, Evan, maybe take the over. Nope. Last two games, Wake gave up 42 or more points. However, their offense is from a different planet and hasn't scored less than 30 in a single game this year. The quarterback is sophomore Sam Hartman, and he is very good and super accurate, except for last week where he had 3 interceptions, and they still won the game. But Clemson's defense is apparently one of the top 20 in the nation, and they haven't played a team with an offense like this. And people told me NC State's defense was good too. And Wake Forest.
What people told you that?
Bill.
Oh, a lot of people were talking.
There's a couple.
There's a lot of people in your ear about NC State's defense.
I mean, when I looked it up online, there was articles about it.
I said S.
They're like a top 30.
They
were like 27 on the list.
It just sounds funny to me when you say.
I understand that, but they play in a shitty conference, so they hold teams under.
Mm-hmm.
Not my fault. Demon Deacons put up 48 on them. They have too much firepower to be contained for an entire game, and I see Clemson breaking down late. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Demon Deacons win. That's it.
Okay.
Go Wake.
Yeah.
The house that Chris Paul built.
The house that Kenneth Walker built. People forget that offense doesn't have him. He could still be there.
It'd just be too much. People are saying...
People would be saying natty, if so. Now, Boomer Sooner bounce back game for Oklahoma. Lincoln Riley is apparently got offered. This came out today. $95 million to go to LSU.
95 for how many years?
96, I think, and they were trying to one up 8 years.
Huh.
He said he's not looking at it.
That's a lie.
Oklahoma apparently can pay that much, but they're not going to. So it's what does he appreciate more, money or Oklahoma? If it's me, it's
Probably
money.
Yeah.
This line at -4 is plus 100, which I don't really understand, but sure. I like money just as much as the next guy. Iowa State stinks. Matt Campbell isn't even I don't even think he's fully focused on Iowa State because he's getting all this buzz to go to USC, and he's coaching a 6-4 football team right now, so I don't understand. Bryce Purdy was supposed to be a Heisman candidate. I haven't heard anything about him all year. He's
supposed to be good the past 2 years.
He might as well be roommates with JT Daniels. He's a loser. Playoff hope. It's nut up or shut up for Oklahoma. I know they have one loss. They got embarrassed last week. Caleb Williams got benched for Spencer Rattler. They can't figure it out.
Yikes.
I think Caleb Williams is getting too much can he ultimately make a run at the Heisman being a couple games short, and he was kind of forcing some throws last week. So Caleb Williams gets back on his horse. Oklahoma -4 at home in Norman against Iowa State.
Okay. Riding the Sooners. All right. My next pick you might not love because I know you're a Fighting Irish guy.
Mm-hmm.
They play Georgia Tech at home, and I am going to take the team total under 39 of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone under this total 7 out of 10 games this year, and Georgia Tech has allowed 39 or less in 7 out of 10 games also. Notre Dame is a 17-point favorite, and I don't love that number either way. And Georgia Tech is 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 against Notre Dame, so I'm just going to poke it with the stick and stay far away. It's going to be 40 degrees, senior night, most likely windy. Mix that in, and this could either be a genius pick or absolutely wrong. Hoping it's a genius pick. Notre Dame offense hasn't impressed me all year. They averaged 27 points a game, 350 yards a game, and a lot of those yards are on the ground. Georgia Tech defense is nothing impressive either, which kind of scares me.
Yeah,
but their weakness is the rush.
So,
you know what happens when they rush? Tick, 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 tick. Time runs.
Mm-hmm.
Cohen isn't terrible, but but he isn't great. And I don't think he's going to be making any huge plays. This will be a game won on the ground and in the trenches. Notre Dame shouldn't have a problem with them. Just hoping they score less than 39.
The only thing I'll say about that is this is the same defense that gave up 41 to Boston College.
Okay.
That's
Boston College is like sneaky, not terrible. What?
If you have to say that, they're probably that bad.
I don't think so.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah, it is your bad.
Eastern Carolina, we're not going to ride the spread here. They're playing Navy. I don't know. It's hard to bet against our servicemen. Like, why would I do that? That's just fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Salute.
Sorry, what?
I love the Pirates. I don't know why. I'm kind of like obsessed with Eastern Carolina. Now, here's a stat for you guys. Navy's last 5 games have gone under. So you know what that means?
Overtime.
They're due. They're playing an offense that averages 450 yards a game. They're not seeing that every week. Navy's playing some bullshit offenses. Eastern Carolina can't stop the run. And if you can't stop a normal run, how are you going to stop a triple option?
You know the hardest part about
There's 3 options.
Yup.
And the last stat I'll give you guys is the last 5 head-to-head have gone over this total. It's 47.
This seems free.
The lowest total in the last 5 head-to-head games for the over-under has been 54, and they went over that. They I believe 4 years ago the total was 66, and it went over that. These teams, I don't know what they have against each other. They just love putting the ball in the end zone. Total's 47. That's too low. I'm taking the over.
Over on Navy. Tough to guard the triple option. I can't disagree. You're not going to like this pick. You don't like any of my picks ever, but I'm going to do it. Missouri, plus 10 at home against Florida. I love this number. Florida's bad. Florida's 1-5 against the spread in the last 6, and they're 0-5 against the spread on the road this year. Those are important numbers. Do you remember seeing that video of the tiger going down into the creek and grabbing the gator out? Little baby gator?
Nope.
I'll put it on the screen.
Okay.
I won't, but you can look it up. Tiger eating gator. That's what's going to happen this week. Florida's coming off a game where they won 70-52 against Samford. They gave up 40 to South Carolina and 49 to LSU. Florida had to outscore Samford 35-10 in the second half just to win. Do you know what Mullen said after that game? He said this is a big win. I'm disgusted that an SEC coach said that about an FCS team.
I could argue that every win is a big win.
It's not. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. No, you're Florida. You're supposed to be a good program. They're 5-5.
Well, Florida's in that Texas realm.
Yeah, Texas is consistently overrated. So is Michigan. So is, I would throw Florida in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mullen may have lost the locker room. And it looks like on defense they have a bunch of Helen Kellers on the field. No shade towards her, though.
She didn't exist. That's a conspiracy theory. There's no way she couldn't hear or see. She wrote a book.
That's interesting.
That's a take for you guys.
We'll get into that some other time. What is Florida's weakness? Rushing. Georgia ran for over 200 yards, and LSU ran for over 300. And they give up 170 yards per game. You know who they're facing?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Batty. SEC rushing leader. He has 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. He gets 6 yards a carry. Missouri beats the teams they're supposed to and covers against the teams that they lose to. Both teams are fighting for bowl eligibility, and something about a home dog gets me rocked up. I'm riding the Tigers here. Plus 10. That's a great number.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Battle of LA, UCLA, USC. USC's in shambles. I don't know. Who's going to be their next head coach? It doesn't fucking matter. The program is useless.
See you, Luke.
USC, first-time start for their quarterback, Jackson Dart, this week. I was going to just go at Keaton Slovis because...
Is he injured or did he get benched?
I don't know. He's just a fucking loser idiot.
You
know who was in that same quarterback room last year? JT Daniels. 2 fucking idiots in that same fucking quarterback
he transferred?
room. Yeah. Wow, you're in the fuck JT Daniels club and you don't even know where he went.
Why the fuck would I spend my time looking up JT Daniels if I fucking hate him? Think about it.
You don't need to look him up. You should just.
I should just know that?
A
He was
real college-
irrelevant, and he still is.
A real
he
college
fucking
football
stinks.
head would know that.
Yeah, all right. I don't know.
You're so rattled.
I just don't know why I'm supposed to dick suck JT Daniels if I hate him.
Oh, pause. I said nothing about dick sucking. That was on your brain.
It sounds like you're just reading off his
Pause.
whole bio. Pause what? Fucking. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
All right, go on with your pick.
USC's failed to cover in their last 4, and one of those games was Arizona, which they won by a touchdown. Arizona fucking sucks. This program is in shambles. UCLA is... I mean, Chip Kelly wears a visor. I'm a visor coach guy. They're going to win this game on the ground. USC is horrible. This is a rat line. -3. Give me the Bruins.
It's as easy as that.
What else do you want from me?
I
USC
just-
fucking sucks.
They do. They're not good.
Every quarterback they have is supposed to be the guy. Dart Jackson, bad.
All right. OK State at Texas Tech, which is actually being played in Jerry World, over 55.5. The over is 7-2 in the last 9 that these two teams have played, and it's 4-2 in the last 6 when Texas Tech plays as a dog. Texas Tech offense is third in the Big 12, 440 yards a game, 34 points a game, is coming off of a double-digit underdog victory against the shitty Iowa State Cyclones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how they won that game?
How?
A 62-yard field goal. That's incredible.
That's right.
Their defense is what is going to win this bet, and they're bad. They stink. They give up 33 points a game, and in their 3 of their losses have allowed 70, 52, and 52 points. That is bad.
Mm-hmm.
OK State doesn't have a high-powered offense by any means, but against a bad defense, it's not going to take a lot to make them look great. Their 3-year starter and QB has been super consistent, and paired with a good rushing attack, their rushing attack puts up almost 200 yards a game, and I do not see them having an issue getting their share of points. Weather's not going to be an issue, and against the top team in the country, I think Texas Tech is going to get weird and try different things to score. And I want to say this is a lock for me, so I might sprinkle a couple units on this. By a couple, I mean 6 or 7. Why not me?
Yeah, I don't know what your definition of a sprinkle is, but that's not mine.
Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna take my units, and I'm just gonna dump them all on this. Not a sprinkle. Yeah.
Damn, kind of like December 1st, me dumping units. The listeners will get that one.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna parlay that into the dog of the week.
I don't understand. Dumping units on
We'll
this.
talk
We'll
about that after the show.
All right. Cody's throwing some kids everywhere.
Yeah, all right. Dog of the week. We're gonna go.
It's gonna be snowing in Cody's room.
This is Evan's dog of the week. Snow. Manny Diaz?
It's white.
Okay.
Okay.
Dog of the week. This is Evan's dog of the week. So you know what you get to bark for this week? Because last week Nevada fucked us and lost by 2.
Fuck, they've never heard me bark. All right.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that was bad. This is for Wyatt, an avid listener and question asker. Air Force at Nevada. Is this like for Wyatt, or is this a fuck Nevada game? Because they fucked us last week.
This is all on you, man. I'm not helping you.
Air Force
dog of the week
is a 2-point dog. They are both 7-3, respectively. I am taking this plus 115, and I'm taking this because the triple option is hard to guard. Air Force will win this game. I don't care. The stats are favoring Nevada, but I don't give a fuck. Air Force is going to win this game. It's personal.
Okay.
All right. There. They won.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, college football playoff rankings. They came out yesterday. Relatively unchanged. I have a few thoughts, and then I would like to give my future, what I think they're going to shake out to be. I'm going to call my shot today.
Okay.
So I don't think I disagree with the top 10. However, Michigan State makes no sense to me. The committee is still doing this thing. They're doing it all for TV ratings, which is like so infuriating that they're showing the top 7. They've only done it the last 2 weeks out of the last 5 years of doing the playoff, where they show the top 7 because it's Michigan State, and they just want to piss people off. And their only reasoning that they have is that on paper, Michigan is a better team and they have more potential. Well, I didn't know football was played on paper. Football's played on a fucking
grass.
field.
It's played on grass.
Yeah. And when those two teams played on grass, Michigan State won that football game.
I don't live in the past. I don't know.
Okay.
I forgot.
Sure.
They're both 9-1.
So that's my thoughts on the rankings. Now I would like to call my shot here. I'm gonna go 1 Georgia. Georgia's gonna thump Alabama in the SEC championship game.
Thump.
Bryce Young is gonna be fucking lost.
Okay.
There, I said it. Alabama. They're out.
You're telling me Stetson. All right. Stetson Bennett's not. He just looks like the kid in high school that you'd pick on.
He only needs to get you 14 to 17 points with that defense.
Yeah, they're all right.
They can win on the ground. Florida gashed this team on the ground. 5-5 Florida almost beat Alabama. That's all I'm saying. Texas A&M beat Alabama.
That was a night game in Texas A&M.
I don't care.
The house that Casey Smith
I don't
built.
care. Georgia won.
Okay.
When it's all said and done, Ohio State will be 2. They play.
Because you're banking on Ohio State winning out.
Yeah, they get to play us at home. They get to play MSU at home, which is a big favor.
Then they go to the big outhouse.
Then they get to play Michigan, who they own.
Mm.
It's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan struggled this week with Penn State. If they're struggling with Penn State,
Penn State's not a terrible team.
Well, they're not good.
Great. They're not great. They're not a terrible team.
They're not Ohio State caliber.
It was a good away win. Ohio State, this is the worst they've looked in like a couple years.
Why? Because they lost to Oregon?
No, because they
they scored
played
over 45 points a
Tulsa.
game.
They were neck and neck with Tulsa until the fourth quarter.
That was in like the first 3 weeks.
Okay.
Ohio
State has what?
It's been
they
7
played
weeks
fucking
since
Indiana.
Then. Look what they did to
Rutgers,
Purdue last week. They just mantled
Purdue's a different team away. You even said that yourself.
It like really doesn't matter. Like what they did to that team was.
I think Michigan has a legitimate chance. I think I'll take whatever Ohio State's favored by, but
I've seen this show too many times where Michigan gets they think they have a sliver of hope, and Ohio State just comes in, and that defense just does nothing.
JT Barrett was short, and you fucking know it, and so does that fucking rat Wyatt Cat.
I was just told you don't live in the past.
I just sometimes.
When?
Okay.
How does that
go ahead with
taste?
your rankings? Ohio State.
Ryan Day's that game comes down to Ryan Day's a better play caller than Jim Harbaugh, and you can't tell me otherwise.
I agree. He takes more risks.
So Ohio State's 2.
Okay.
I legitimately believe Oregon's going to win the Pac-12.
They should.
Their last test is Utah this week. I don't believe in Utah. But the sports books do. They have Utah -3. I don't understand that. 4, this is going to be controversial. I'm going to go Oklahoma State at 4.
That's fucking
I think
disgusting.
they win out. They win the Big 12. They're going to have to beat Oklahoma back-to-back weeks. They play them last week of the year. I believe that's at home. And then they're going to have to play them in the Big 12 championship game, most likely. I like OK State. Their only loss is by a field goal to, I believe, Iowa State.
Who is fucking bad. So that's like a Oregon losing to Stanford scenario.
I mean, Iowa State's 6-3, 6-4. That's just like a personal vendetta I have against Iowa State. They're not that bad.
They're okay.
They lost by a field goal at Iowa State.
Or didn't you just go on a tangent earlier about how they were bad?
That's just because I'm betting against them.
Okay. All right.
I just like to mentally prepare myself.
So why does Cincinnati's 5 right now? They're gonna finish the year undefeated.
They stay at 5.
They just stay at 5.
Join a real conference. That's all I have to say.
They can't pick who they play.
They can. They could join another conference.
Well, they are.
Okay. Well, is that this year?
No.
When the college football player
They couldn't help that.
They could have moved sooner.
I see what you did there. Sooner moving to Big 12.
Yeah.
Well pun. Okay. So you think OK State jumps from 9 all the way up to 4 if they win out?
I think something stupid is going to happen. They're 9 right now, but they get to play Oklahoma twice.
Okay, because Notre Dame's going to win out. They're 8.
Yeah, they have one
and their
loss.
only loss is
so
to
how
Cincinnati.
would Notre Dame jump Cincinnati?
They wouldn't. Cincinnati would be 4.
So Oklahoma State has enough games on their schedule. Cincinnati doesn't play an American Conference championship game either. Oklahoma State gets an extra game.
Could be a bad thing.
Could also be a good thing.
Could be. I don't know.
Also, I think you're forgetting that next week Cincinnati is to play my Eastern Carolina Pirates. That's not a free win.
All I'm gonna say, I'm gonna just rattle off my top 4 just real quick for you. Georgia 1. I think they will beat Alabama. See this? Take this as you will. Ohio State 2. Cincinnati 3. UTSA 4. UTSA is 10-0. Put them in there. Who says no? That was for the memes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, no, that wasn't real. Georgia 1, Ohio State 2. Dude, fuck. Cincinnati 5. No. Cincinnati 3, Oklahoma State 4.
You just argued with me about Oklahoma State, and you have them in your top 4 too?
Well, if they I just don't think they're going to jump a 10-0.
So you think Oregon's going to lose?
They could. I don't think Oregon's good. I think they're frauds.
Huh. I just think there's something to be said about winning at the shoe. Like, that's still a good team.
Yeah, that was a good win. But you argued that Oregon or Ohio State wasn't like full prime when they played against Tulsa. Well, Oregon was a game earlier than that, so they still weren't ready, right?
I'm just trying. What's Oregon's schedule?
Shitty. So they play in the fucking Pac-12. Fuck the Pac-12.
They play Utah and then at home against Oregon State.
Who are they going to play in the championship?
Utah again, I think.
Ooh.
That's neutral.
I think Cincy escapes in the 4 spot, and that's no bias. It's just tough to keep. I think they should. The committee should do that just so Georgia and Cincinnati play again, and then Cincinnati scores maybe 3 points.
I want to see good football, so I just genuinely don't want Cincinnati in the Final 4 because I just don't like they're going to end up playing Georgia, and I just don't want to see that football game.
Even though it was won on a last-second field goal last year.
That's crazy. That was last year.
Yeah. Ooh.
They get recruits, guys get stronger. That's an SEC weight room program versus an American Conference weight room program.
All right. Are you a Luke Fickell hater or are you a Desmond Ridder hater? Or are you just a Bearcat hater?
I would say both because I've seen too many college football games in my life to think that an American Conference team is going to make the playoff and beat the number 1 team in the country.
I'm not saying they're going to beat them. I just think they should be in there. I don't think they'd beat Georgia either.
There's just no point to put them in there. Just say, oh, put them in there.
You know what? I hope OK State wins out and gets absolutely fucked by Georgia. If they get that 4 spot, they will get fucking thrashed.
I do too. I mean, anybody that's in the 4 is going to lose. So it really doesn't matter.
Except for Michigan.
The
that's crazy.
The 2-3 game is what matters. Okay, that's our segment. That's Evan Dick Wright Cincinnati again for 5 minutes. Mad.
I think it was longer than 5 minutes.
Mad. Okay.
Wait.
NFL picks.
Wait.
I'm gonna go Packers Vikings here. Packers have covered their last 9.
Yeah.
I see a trend. I take it. They've won 13 of their last 14 against the NFC North. King of the North, Aaron Rodgers. I love betting on Aaron Rodgers. This line's only 2.5 at the Vikings. I don't fucking care. I do it every year. I ride Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers wins regular season football games, chokes when it matters, but that defense is playing at a high level right now. Packers minus 2.5.
I'm going to piggyback off your notes right there, and my first pick is Green Bay over 2.5 touchdowns. Vikings defense is mid, and this has only gone under twice, and one of those was with Jordan Love playing. Our title on the pod the other week with Jordan Love for MVP, he's canceled. He's dead.
Jordan Love, future career backup.
Yeah. I'd say he's out of the league within 4 years.
First round pick out of the league in 4 years?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. He stinks.
Okay. Who dey? The Bungles. I'm just going to keep betting against the Raiders every week until they prove me otherwise because that franchise is dumpster fire. Bengals just got off a bye week after getting absolutely throttled by the Browns before that. This is a get-right game. I don't think I can name a corner on the Raiders. I think Jonathan Abrams maybe. But I think Jamar Chase legitimately might go for 200 yards. He looks like the rookie of the year right now, other than Mac Jones, our king. I don't understand why this line is just a point, but I'm going to take Bengals -1.
Okay. Keep betting against the Raiders, noted. Bills are playing at home against the Colts. Bills -7 is the pick. What do you know about the Colts, Cody?
Colts cover.
Carson Wentz sucked dick. That's what you meant to say. Okay, good answer. If the Colts have a shot at covering, they're going to need Jonathan Taylor to go off. Sadly for Jonathan, the Bills' defense allows under 100 rushing yards a game and under 8 points a game. This Bills team is nearly a perfect balance of elite offense and great defense. And I absolutely hate Carson Wentz. I despise him. He's a fraud. He's a fake. He shouldn't have a ring. Yeah. Get me to the next pick before I fucking just go off on Carson Wentz.
I like Carson Wentz.
No, you don't. Get it out of your head. He could be JT Daniels like dad. That's how much I fucking hate him.
Let's talk about a real bust quarterback, Trevor Lawrence.
That's bold. That is
he fucking
bold.
stinks. He stinks.
His fucking first year.
I didn't ask.
Okay. All right.
You're the number 1 pick. You're supposed to be that guy. How about you cut your stupid fucking hair and fucking learn how to be an NFL quarterback?
What's his girlfriend gonna have to hold on or
It's his
have
wife.
to hold on? Oh, damn. Okay. She really secured that. What's she gonna hold on to if he cuts his hair?
You know who was jagging off last week?
Who?
Carson Wentz. Played the Jags.
Well, I'd hope so.
Carson Wentz fan.
Fuck him.
I think the 49ers are back.
Mm-hmm.
That could have just been Monday Night Football talking.
Yeah.
However, they held the Rams to 10 points last week, and the Jaguars' team total is 19.5. They've gone over this 3 out of their 9 games.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence is a turnover machine. The 49ers with Nick Bosa. The secondary is gelling right now for the 49ers. They look pretty good. Both these teams, I think the 49ers are going to be run first. That means taking clock. Jaguars team total under 19.5.
So the Jaguars will not be jagging off.
No.
That's literally the only thought in my head now is the words that you spoke about Josh Allen jagging off. All right. Cowboys at Chiefs under 57. Evan, this is a crazy pick. I get it. The under is 5-2 the last 7 between these teams. Let me start by saying this. Did the Chiefs put up 41 last week? Yes. Did the Cowboys put up 43 last week? Yes. That's a lot of points. That's why I love this. It's just so crazy it might happen. Mm-hmm. This pick makes no sense, but sometimes those are the ones that win. Chiefs defense is bad. Dallas offense is good. Dallas defense is all right. KC offense is unpredictable. This is going to be a cold, windy game. What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
You gave me a dumbass look.
Because you just proved a point for the over.
Exactly. And then I'm going to take the under. This is going to be a cold, windy game in Arrowhead, and this stadium is going to get loud. If Dallas can keep Mahomes in check, I see this ending a 31-24 game and the under hitting. That's it. It's just a stupid, crazy pick.
Okay.
That's what I need.
All right. Dolphins at the Jets. An absolute snooze fest of a game. I don't know. The Jets continue to be a dumpster fire franchise. Apparently, Zach Wilson's could be back from injury, but the Jets said, fuck it. Joe Flacco slapped the Band-Aid on it.
Go.
The Dolphins, big-time Thursday Night Football win. They had a longer week this week because of that. I don't know. Tua looks like he's gaining some confidence. Jalen Waddle's unbelievable. PPR god. Mike Gesicki, I think he has a nice bounce-back game. They're playing the Jets. This is a must-win for the Dolphins if they want to do anything this season. Dolphins -3.
JET, Jets. Jets Pizza sponsor us, please. Chargers are playing at home against the Steelers. This week I'm going to say, fuck you, Luke. Chargers -5. Steelers are 2-6 against the spread in the last 8. Chargers are 9-4 against the spread in the last 13. Fitzpatrick is on the COVID list. TJ Watt is probably not going to play. He's very questionable. He left early with a hip injury, but the result came back negative. But he still said he's super sore. Pussy. Claypool is also questionable with the toe injury, and Joe Hayden's also questionable with the foot injury. Big Ben is coming back, and that might be a good thing because he's not mobile at all, and he trips over his own feet. Might be an early Thanksgiving dinner for this Chargers front. What? Do you have a thought?
The Chargers front stinks.
It's Big Ben. The Steelers' offensive line is not great.
Chargers front
They fucking tied against the Lions. I understand that was with Mason Rudolph.
Played.
I understand. This is a big game for LA. They're coming off a loss to Kirk Cousins that hurts to say. Herbert didn't look great, so this is a bounce-back game against the banged-up Steelers defense. I think the Chargers have too many weapons and will outscore Pitt, and Pitt won't be able to keep up. Big Ben loves to do checkdowns and 5-yard passes. It's just not going to be enough. If they keep Najee under like 100 yards, ideally 120 at most, I think that Chargers cover this. Najee Harris is good. I love him.
I don't know. That's fair. If they do that, they will cover. But the Chargers' worst part of their team is their running defense. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Our dog of the week is the Washington football team at the Panthers. And you know why? Because I'm not fucking buying this Cam Newton bullshit.
Here we go.
I like Cam Newton as a guy, but I had to watch him for 16 games last year, and he fucking infuriated me.
Okay.
As a Patriots QB. He puts balls in the dirt at receivers' feet. He can't throw anymore. His shoulder's not the same.
You talking about Goff or Cam Newton?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, there's a reason they only put him in the red zone last week, because they don't trust him. I know he didn't know the playbook. That's probably fair. But they don't trust him to throw the ball. I'm not buying what happened last week when he said I'm back. That means he's due for a letdown game, like and that's against
fumble
Washington.
On the goal line or something. Is Chase Young playing, or is he still hurt?
Chase Young tore his ACL.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't think he was playing.
They still have Montez Sweat. They still have Jonathan Allen. Taylor Heineke. They just beat the Buccaneers. The Washington football team's rolling. They're 3.5-point dogs. Take the money line.
It's just, yeah, okay, give us a couple more.
Sounds like a wounded dog because I'm sick.
That line doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. Fuck Vegas. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
I think it's because the Panthers are a better team at home, but they've lost their last 3 there. So
well, the Patriots fucking ate them at home.
Yeah. So now we're going to parlay this into Cody picks every NFL game. We're coming back for it. I need to pull up my ticket here. These are all money line.
All money line.
I wasn't picking spreads. The NFL's too unpredictable here. I'm not picking spreads on these crazy parlays. So I'm going to start Thursday Night Football, Patriots, Packers, Titans, 49ers, Bills, Browns, Ravens. Still with me?
Yeah.
Washington, Eagles, Dolphins, Bungles, Chargers, Chiefs, Seahawks, Bucks. What do you think the odds are on that?
All money line. Has to be at least 20,000.
That's it. It's plus 76,560.
What are you gonna buy for me?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably like gambling gurus like Twitter account, so you can get good.
What was your record last week?
Dan, what's our overall record?
I don't live in the past. I just try to be better every week.
There it is. I don't live in the past. Wait. So that's our show. I'm just gonna give a Thanksgiving fact, and we're gonna move along here.
Okay. Is it about turkey?
No, it's just gonna be a Thanksgiving fact today. Okay. Here's a crazy one. President Calvin Coolidge in 1926 was gifted a live raccoon that was meant to be eaten as his Thanksgiving dinner. And he was like, why the fuck would I eat a raccoon for my Thanksgiving dinner? So that was the first time like a turkey in that aspect was pardoned because he decided to keep the raccoon as a pet instead.
Calvin Coolidge had... No, not Calvin. What's his first name?
Calvin Coolidge.
Oh, is it? Okay. He had a pet raccoon.
They would randomly be set animals, including like a bear and a lion and like lion cubs. And they were sent a raccoon that they were, I don't know, probably somebody in Arkansas was like, hey, you can eat this for Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, why would I eat a raccoon? So we essentially pardoned it, and that started the pardoning of turkeys.
I'm just picturing him just standing on the front yard, just saying, "Well, you can leave now." Like you said, he pardoned him.
I think he just kept it. What do you do? Put it in a cage?
I don't know.
Trash panda. Raccoons are harmless.
They're kind of useless.
They're kind of sweet, though.
You think about it.
Kind of sweet. I'm going to get a pet raccoon. All right, so to recap my board, MSU, OSU under 67.5, Oklahoma -4, ECU Navy over 47, UCLA -3 versus USC. Dog of the week is Air Force. NFL picks, Packers -2.5, Bengals -1, Jaguars team total under 19.5, and Dolphins -3 versus the Jets.
Mine is Wake Forest +5 at Clemson, Notre Dame team total under 39, Missouri +10 at home against Florida, OK State at Texas Tech and Jerry World over 55.5. And my NFL is Green Bay over 2.5 touchdowns at the Vikings, Bills -7 against the Colts, Cowboys at Chiefs under 57, and the Chargers at home -5 against the Steelers.
Rock, paper, scissors, I'm up 8-3.
All right. So we're at 2 ties right now, just to give the viewers a taste. I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Feels
Yup.
That's our show.
Back. I'm so back.
We'll see you guys next week.
Evan won that one, by the way. See you guys next week. Mitten Money Bets.
You've got the smile. I've got the brains. Let's make lots of money.